The old Dream Team kind of records, right? Back when television ratings in general were just higher because there was no streaming services, yada, yada, yada. But you get my point. It'd have been a huge rating. It'd have been a huge rating. Instead, they continue to treat Caitlin Clark like she's a leper. What are we doing? What are we doing? The WNBA, Team USA, I don't understand. And when I did my video last night, I had not seen this. Shit, I got up this morning and I've seen it now.
Tonight, the basketball world is collapsing because after months of silence, disrespect, being benched, ignored, warned, and shut down, Caitlin Clark has finally done the unthinkable. She has officially walked away, completely and publicly. And the fallout has already become a firestorm. Fans are suing, officials are panicking, and the commissioner is on the brink of a full breakdown. And this is only the beginning. Before we dive into the chaos, hit like, smash subscribe, and buckle up, because this is the most explosive, shocking, league-shaking breakdown you'll hear today.
Tumbleweeds. And you guys are continuing this flop for 2026. You guys are continuing to stumble over your own feet because of arrogance, because of pettiness, because of jealousy, because you don't like the fact that this girl came in and became the face of women's basketball before she ever dribbled a ball in the WNBA, and you guys can't accept it.
It begins with a moment everyone assumed was a glitch, an error, a harmless oversight. Caitlin Clark, the rookie sensation who shattered records, reshaped history, packed arenas, doubled TV audiences, and generated millions, was suddenly benched again. But this time, it wasn't temporary. It wasn't strategic. It wasn't accidental. It was deliberate, cold, calculated, and utterly humiliating. Then whispers started leaking from inside the fictional league office, a circle of unnamed executives, faceless figures sitting behind polished conference tables, insisting she needed to tone it down, insisting she needed to quiet herself, insisting her rising fame had become a distraction. Fans were stunned. Teammates were confused. No one in the basketball world could make sense of it. But the message was unmistakable. They wanted her silent. They wanted her diminished. They wanted her controlled. And Caitlin Clark refused. At first, people urged the league to step up. Then they demanded explanations. Then came the boycotts. And when nothing shifted, when she was benched again, ignored again, and disrespected again, her most loyal supporters snapped. I end this fictional storyline. Roughly 20 diehard fans did something no one saw coming. They filed a legal complaint against the fictional league office and its fictional commissioner, Cathey and Gilbert, accusing her of creating a toxic environment that held Clark back all season. It wasn't real. It wasn't official. It wasn't recognized by any real authority. But within this fictional drama, it hit like a nuclear explosion. For the first time, the commissioner felt real pressure, panic, shock, emergency meetings, and lawyers flooding in overnight.
Ratings were down for the last Olympics on women's basketball. People boycotted it because Caitlin Clark wasn't named to the team. I remember. That was a huge story on this channel. A huge story. So, a lot of people noticed Christine's post. It got over 250,000 views. And it looks to me like that USA Basketball chose to leave the conversation with her share because, look, she had put it out there and shared it. It looks like USA Basketball pulled themselves out of the conversation. They still got the master post up. It's got 1.7 million views. It's getting crushed into oblivion like the Death Star shot.
Phones were ringing nonstop. All because the fans finally had enough. Because they refused to sit back while their hero was crushed again. Because they wanted a voice when the league refused to hear them. Under that pressure, the fictional commissioner tried everything. A sudden phone call, A last-minute offer, promises that sounded sweet, but came far too late. She pleaded with Caitlin Clark to remain, pleaded with her to calm the chaos, pleaded with her to help protect the brand, but Caitlin wasn't listening. Not after being benched. Not after being silenced. Not after being treated like she didn't matter. Even though she was the reason arenas were packed and ratings skyrocketed. This was the breaking point. Then, with the entire sports world waiting, Caitlin Clark officially announced she was stepping away from the league. Not for a week. Not for a month. Not because of an injury, but because she was done with the disrespect, done with the humiliation, done being treated as a problem rather than a pioneer. She wanted peace, respect, and fairness. And if the league couldn't give her that, she would walk, and she did. The fictional commissioner spiraled into a full meltdown. The front office scrambled. Team officials were left speechless. Social media erupted. And those fans who filed the legal challenge? They doubled down, now demanding justice, demanding accountability, demanding a public apology to Caitlin Clark, her teammates, her friends, and every supporter who stood behind her. One question echoed everywhere. Should the commissioner face the consequences?
And takes the checkered flag.
My goodness. And look at her face after this. Look at her face, because she knows she just got away with murder. She knows she just cheated. She knows she just cheated. Watch it again. Watch it again.
Screening action down low.
Right there, bro. Right here. This exact moment, bro. This exact moment. She fouled Caitlin Clark. It's blown up. I don't care what nobody says. She fouled Caitlin Clark right here. Fouled her right there, bro. Fouled her right then and there. She was fouled. Look at Caitlin. Look at Sophie. She gets 3 free throws. Bro, if they call this, guys, if they call this call, Indiana Fever wins the game. Caitlin Clark would have received 3 free throws. Now, I know a lot of people mad about Stephanie White not challenging this set call here, because if Stephanie White couldn't challenge, they didn't have any timeouts left, guys. They didn't have any timeouts left. Stephanie White could not challenge that specific call. But I'm telling you, she should have had to challenge the call. The referees should have got the call right. See, if the referees get the call right, it's a totally different outcome. Caitlin Clark would have had 3 free throws. Y'all think Caitlin Clark would have missed 3 free throws? No, she's not missing 3 free throws. She's probably going to make all damn 3. And you want to know what? We win the game. We win the game. And that's the storyline of the game, is that we win the game. Like, my goodness, bro. I mean, it's just so much stuff coming out right now within this game, bro. I'm telling you, dog, this should make national news, bro. What Natasha Cloud?
Should she be removed? Should she face penalties for her leadership decisions? This was no longer about one player. This was about a league losing control of its own future. And Caitlin Clark walked away not defeated, not crushed, not broken, but stronger, more supported, and more admired than ever before. She didn't leave out of weakness. She left out of strength, and the world finally recognizes it. Her silence spoke louder than any 40-point performance. Her departure created more noise than any buzzer beater, and now a new era begins. The league is trembling, the fans are roaring, and Caitlin Clark's legacy continues to rise.